This build by ear. I've got a rough idea what I want to do, my dear. But if you come over here, then baby girl, could you please get me a beer? I actually don't drink alcohol. I mean, I'm a grown man, of course I drink alcohol, but once every, I don't know, 8 to 10 months, I'd say, I'll have some wine, something along those lines. I'm also not above just drinking a straight up warm Bud Light. Sometimes, dude, you need that buzz. Well, again, I'm not a big advocate of drinking. I don't drink a lot, so that's jokes for you right there. Okay. And I wanted this to drop, which it has. Kinda cool, kinda cool. Okay. We come in. I think this is still too low. That means this whole thing has to be exactly that floor's height. And I might have to raise the ceiling by 1. Sounds like a big job, right? And it is. So what if we came up here? Yeah, this feels a lot better. It still feels slightly cramped to me, though. I'm not liking this that much. See, this is the advantage of being able to build off camera, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the advantage of being able to build off camera. You can shore up this kind of stuff. See, this doesn't look quite right to me. Maybe this whole thing, maybe this needs to go down lower. I think so. Yep, we just need to make it flush. I wanted the step down. I really did. I wanted there to be a step, like you would come up here, you'd step down 1 level and then down another level, and then this here would be what you're gonna see me make soon-ish. But you know what? Structurally speaking, aesthetically speaking, functionally speaking, it just didn't work. And when that kind of thing happens, you adjust, you adapt. Good rule for life right there. One I've always lived by. Adapt. Evolve or become extinct. When something goes wrong, adapt. Remember that. Adapt. Take whatever competitive video game you might play. Gonna use League of Legends as an example. You know, maybe not. It's not just in League of Legends, but in any competitive game that you play, you'll always hear somebody saying, well, there was nothing I could do about that. Like when they get killed or they give up a goal or something surprising happens. Talon jumps out from behind a wall because for some reason he can do that on every wall on the map. Yeah, when that happens, you hear somebody say, well, there's nothing I could do about that. I hate that phrase. Well, there was nothing I could do about that. And then they move on, you know, and I understand when something bad happens and you write it off by saying, well, there was nothing I could do about that. It lets you move on. It lets you move on to the next thing. I understand. I know why people do it. It lets you move on to the next thing. Ooh, see, this is much better. And there will still be a little drop down. Nope. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah. Ooh. Yeah, people say, you know, there's nothing I can do about that, and it lets them move on. I totally get it. I understand. I understand why people do and say that kind of thing. But I don't like when people say, well, there was nothing I can do about that, because that shuts off the brain. That shuts off the mind. It closes the chapter. Instead of getting attacked by Talon and just immediately one shot or one comboed by him in a span of like a quarter of a second and saying, well, nothing I can do about that, overpowered champ, you know. Don't do that. Instead, tell yourself or ask yourself, this is what you're supposed to do, because this gets the mind working. You say, well, what could I have done about that? Not, I couldn't have done anything about that. Say, what could I have done about that? See, one way stops the mind from working. The other gets the mind working on solutions, and that's how you improve. Same is true. The same is true of the word can't. It's like, oh man, I can't finish this by the deadline, or I can't afford that, or I can't lose this much weight. No, instead of saying I can't, because again, I can't shuts down the mind. I hate that. I hate when people do that crap. Instead of saying I can't lose that weight, or I can't afford this or that, say, how can I lose this weight? How can I afford what I want to buy? Yeah, we're by the way, we are definitely raising the ceiling. I don't like doing this. I don't like that I have to do this, but yeah, there's going to be some removal of more stone here. But yeah, ask yourself how you can, like how could I have won that, or how can I afford this, or how can I get my YouTube channel started, kind of thing. All right, here goes. Oh gosh, this is going to take forever, but that's okay, I guess. I have wanted to have a nice place on this world for a while now. Now, it's been weeks since this playthrough has started, and I still don't have a base. But remember, last time in X-Aim, much of this gameplay happened off camera, and a lot of it I didn't go back and review. What do I hear? The rain? It's just the rain. How much oak do I have? You know what? We're kind of running a little low for the project. I don't think we're going to have enough. So we'll have to collect more. But this is pretty nice. I'm having fun with this already. But yeah, I hate that kind of thinking. Well, there's nothing I can do about that. Yes, there was. Think about it, figure it out, learn from it, and then don't let it happen again. Adapt. Adjust. You know, I played... in World of Warcraft, I played an orc shaman in vanilla WoW. And for those who don't know, orc shamans, or just shamans in general, were way overpowered in PvP. Like, significantly overpowered in PvP. Add to that the fact that I was good at it, and I was unstoppable. Well, as patch days came by one, slight shaman nerfs kept rolling in over the course of years, and eventually shaman became balanced, and then the nerfs kept rolling in, and eventually shaman became underpowered in most aspects. Okay, so my class, the class that I mained, the class that I loved to play, started off super strong, and then got weaker and weaker over time. A lot of people would be upset over that. I was not upset over that. I recognized that Blizzard had the numbers. They saw on their data that shaman were winning way too many of their fights, and for balance reasons, that meant I had to be nerfed. Well, you can nerf my class, but you can never nerf me. But yeah, for all intents and purposes, I'll just say I had to be nerfed, you know, for the balance of the game. I understood that. I said, all right, Blizzard knows what they're doing. I'm gonna have faith. I'm gonna trust that they're gonna work their numbers right, and eventually they'll get the shaman class to the point where it's winning about 50-50, you know, that sort of thing. That's ideal for everybody. Of course, my win rate as shaman would probably still be way higher than that, just because I'm good at it. And that's the point right there. Adapt. I didn't get mad that Blizzard was nerfing my class. I just adapted. I said, okay, well, now my frost shock doesn't slow as much, or maybe it's got a shorter range, or maybe there's a longer cooldown on it. All right, I'll just adjust. I'll figure out a new rotation. I'll figure out a new way to work with that. I adapted. What did I do? I went to the auction house and I bought some of that glue that you could use to root people with. That helped a lot. Oh, great. You know, now that just supplements my frost shock, and I'm actually way deadlier now. I adapted. I found a way to continue doing what I was doing. But even in cases where you can't use an item like that really sticky glue in World of Warcraft that I don't think you can even that I don't think you can even get very easily anymore. I think you only get 5 total per character. I don't know. I forget. Whatever. And the specifics are not at all important. Point was, even when you can't rely on an item like that, you still adapt. You change your playstyle. You find new ways to make things work. And often, you come out way ahead that way because you've improved. And let's take this outside of World of Warcraft. Life can throw circumstances at you like that. Things you don't want to happen, happen. Things that make your job, your schoolwork, your life more difficult. Those crop up in everybody's life. Real world nerfs, man. Adapt. 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 Never say, I can't do this. Ask yourself, how can I achieve this? For example, right now, ask yourself, right now, in your mind, your default notion about this is, I'll never be a millionaire. I can't make that much money. I'll never be a billionaire. But think about this for a second. I want you to really stop and think about this. I'm going to ask you a question. I want you to ask this question of yourself and come up with a real answer and put that answer in the comments. If I wanted to, because that's important, you need to want it, but if I wanted to, how could I become a millionaire? I bet you'll start coming up with plans and ideas. I could list some examples, but I'm not going to. I'm going to let you guys freely brainstorm this one. I should watch my angles. Very good. Okay. Alright, we've still got all the walls to do. This pillar. And then, yeah, this whole big opening. I'm gonna need way more oak wood. It's time to begin storing my everything here. Oh, we have one. That's right. We have a chest specifically for cobblestone. I usually do this. That's usually the thing. You know, we're just gonna drop. This is all okay-ish. Oh, there's another axe. I thought I had one. Well, I didn't know if I had one or not. Yeah. Put the shield up. We got our arrows. We got our torches. We got this. We got a little bit of food. Actually, we got iron. That can be placed very gingerly in here. Like that. Okay. Ouch. Oh, and I just replaced my stairs too. Or I just put them back into storage. So yeah. The millionaire thing is not... There's no impetus there, by the way. No stress about it. Don't think just because I asked you to ask yourself that question that you have to go out and be a millionaire. Most likely, whatever you've come up with is a ton of work. But hopefully you have come up with something if you paused and thought about it. If not, do so now. But yeah, hopefully whatever most likely whatever you've come up with will require a lot of work, but maybe not. Maybe you came up with some ingenious idea. I keep getting turned around in here. But yeah. You can see how asking the question, immediately your mind opened up. Immediately your mind opened up and began thinking about solutions. There was no pressure, of course. Why do I keep doing this? It's up to go down. Remember, it's up to go down. Wow, it is loud out there. All right. All right, you lame ball dill holes. You wanna fight a little bit? You wanna fight? Is that what you want? You know what? It was suggested by numerous people to just take these down in the dangerous areas. That's smart, man. Look at you guys. Giving super good suggestions. Okay, they can move freely through there. Am I aggroed yet? Am I aggroed yet? And hey, we happen to be working with oak anyway. Trying to cut your cobwebs, dude. Come on. There we go. Getting better at handling you little turd burglars. I'm coming for you. Daddy X has a sword, a pickaxe, and he's mad. You're gonna get a spanking. I saw what you did there. You distracted me so that your jungler could jump out of the bushes. Oh, he did it again! Jerk! Oh. Blue skidoo, we can too. Ah, it's too tough. It's too tough. It was just turning night outside too. All right. Got rid of you. Enjoy that. That's gonna watch my back here. Gotcha. Whoop. There's still one more over there. Or as Robin would say, tomorrow we die. When did he ever say that? Gotcha. Alright, we are clearing this place out. Hardcore mode doesn't matter. We came here ready to rock. That's what I've been doing, baby. Anyway, yeah, I've always wanted to extol the virtues of the whole idea behind adapting rather than submitting. Don't submit to circumstances. Well, Zed flashed from the bush, ulted me, and I died. There was literally nothing I could do about that. That's not true. You could have bought a blue trinket earlier, knowing that you're on the map with Zed. Who can do that? And you could have checked that bush. You could have not walked near a dark bush that wasn't warded. You could have stuck near your tank. I hate that. I hate when people just submit to the circumstance instead of thinking to themselves, okay, well, what could I have done better? And then applying that. My sword is running out. Get your mind working for you, not against you. Okay, I don't need... Well, we'll just go boom, 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 so nothing spawns in here. Then it's... block that off, because that is not necessary. Boom, boom, these are no longer necessary either. And we should place torches on the left wall. Still so many spider webs. And without a sword, a reliable one, there's no way through them. Let's go back up. We need to get back to building. But it was cool to come down here. Come on. Oh, I screwed up. Ow, that's my ankles, dude. That's my ankles, man. Oh, we came down here. Look. Look where it all connects. Look where it all connects. And we didn't even quite realize it. Or, you probably did. Back up. This time the platforming was not as easy to negotiate. Still dark. I can't collect my oak wood. Got a little bit left. But we need much more. No matter what. All right. I've actually already been recording for about 45 minutes. Let's make this a bit of a shorter session, because now there's multiple branching pathways in my mind of what can be done next. And I want time to think about all that. So this is going to be a bit of a shorter session, just 45 minutes rather than the normal whatever I usually go. But, you know, another session is coming soon anyway, so. All right, dear viewers, that is going to do it for this particular... Oh, wait, let me do this real quick. So I do not forget. I need 2 of those. Boop, 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 boop. Doot, 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 doot. Oops. Okay, so it takes 7 chomps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then you can let go of the right click. Okay, dear viewers, that is going to do it for this particular session. Hope you folks enjoyed it. Thanks a lot for watching, and I will see you folks next time.